Hello, and welcome to another update video on Solana. I want to start here on the daily time frame. The Solana chart has reacted nicely to our support area here on the 22nd of June. And the idea is now that we're moving up in the third wave in yellow. Okay, so this is unchanged. This was and still is, to be honest, a nice 1-2 setup. We've just slightly moved out of the support area already. Someone asked earlier today, are there any 1-2 setups around? And well, this actually is one, which is obviously still relevant. You don't have to wait, obviously, to make a decision until the price touches support again. It might never touch support again. We're already on our way higher. But of course, the possibility exists until we really break out of this range here, until we really break out above the $185 level, the wave 1 high. The risk remains, or the potential remains, depending on which perspective you have, that we could test support once more. Absolutely possible, right? I did post that, by the way, earlier today on X, sort of as a question. It's quite interesting how it works. That we had quite a lot of 1-2 setups actually. That like XRP, SUI, Solana, just to name a few. But when the prices then start to move, that is when the people ask for the pullbacks. But they actually happen. We had several pullbacks. Like, my question was, everybody wants the pullback after the rally starts, right? But where were you when the pullback was actually happening? And it was very clear. I haven't changed anything about this chart in the last month or two, right? Nothing. So again, just a reminder that when the setup presents itself, that is typically the moment to act. Don't try to fish for bottoms. It often doesn't work, okay? That's why we are working with zones. Now, that doesn't mean that you couldn't use a certain additional strategy to combine it with the chart analysis here, right? There are certainly a lot of people in our community, and we've got thousands of traders in our membership. A lot of them intraday traders, but there are many swing traders or even more like investors. Now, everybody's got their own strategy, right? But that just shows how nicely you can combine Elliott wave with different systems and methods, because Elliott wave is just a method of chart analysis, right? It allows you to see clearly in chaos. It doesn't tell you when to buy, but it still gives you the zones to watch. So someone might pick the absolute low with their strategy, right? But this is about understanding where we have setups that provide a decent reward to risk ratio. So the price, anyway, we are moving up. The current focus is on whether the bulls can actually generate a 5-wave move to the upside from the June low. And so far, we only have 3 waves up, but I'm tracking this wave 1 here, and you will see the detailed wave count on the smaller time frame. I'm tracking this wave 1 as a diagonal structure, a so-called diagonal structure, right? So I think at the moment we are simply watching if the bulls can form that 5-wave move up and can take the price out of the range above the upper range boundary here. So let us take a look at the smaller time frame then for Bitcoin and not Bitcoin, Solana. I need to open that. Hold on. So let's take a look at the short-term Solana chart. Yeah, here you see the diagonal pattern in more detail that I'm actually tracking. Don't think there's any change from yesterday's update. Maybe the levels have shifted slightly, yeah. But the price still seems to be on its way to that, $171, $172 level that we actually talked about in yesterday's update, okay? Not only yesterday's update, I think already a couple of days ago I highlighted here the $171 to $172 level as a possible, as a possible target. So we'll see if we can get there. The support area is between $153 and $158, and overall, we're focusing on higher prices. It's overall important that we're holding above $148 to keep the direct uptrend intact. Okay, so that's the update on Solana. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye bye.